What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let's get down to the situation. Let's talk about Chrisean hanging out with Zonnique baby father at the club. She was sitting on his lap and everything. She's addressing the situation, basically saying that it ain't nothing. The blogs is making it something big, but she was sitting on that man's lap. She was rubbing his head and everything right after coming off the heels of Zonnique's baby father, basically saying if they didn't have a kid together, they wouldn't be together the way that they are. They live together and everything, but they ain't together. So I guess he can run the street freely, and Chrisean can run the street freely now. And we're going.
She is retarded. Why? Anything I do is like, bro, I can drink my own spit. I can report it back to the world. I swear, being famous is annoying.
So y'all see that whole situation where, Chrisean was out, she was chilling, she was in the club and everything, and she was chilling with a fellow, Baltimorean or whatever the case is. But in any event, So I don't know how Zonnique feels about the whole situation, because she's playing house with her baby daddy, but they both recently got online and said that they are not together. They're not in a relationship. They're both single. They both work together and create content on YouTube, and they create content on, TikTok and things of that nature as a couple separately and things of that nature. So it's whatever the case may be. But Zonnique, I know your baby is little. I know you guys are trying to figure things out, because when it comes to Zonnique's baby daddy, when it comes to her baby father, he wanted to have a two-parent household. So did Zonnique and things of that nature. But, he has 3 other kids or 4 other kids, and he's never had that where the kid was able to experience the mother and the father. So basically he's saying that for his kids, well-being, he would live with Zonnique. They clean each other's house, they cook for each other, they do each other's laundry, they create content together. So they're like in a marriage, but basically they're saying that they're single, and I guess he can be out here at the club and he can mingle with Chrisean and have her sit on his lap and everything and come back home and do what it do, baby. So I don't know if Zonnique can do the same thing. Zonnique basically recently on social media, she was saying that she's into girls and she ain't stressing her relationship with her baby daddy because he kind of embarrassed her, basically saying if they didn't have a kid together, there wouldn't be no relationship, there wouldn't be nothing, there wouldn't be anything. He would have been gone, they would have been separated, he would have moved on with his whole life. Okay, then the next day Zonnique put out that she liked girls and things of that nature. Then she took that back, so it's a whole situation where she's feeling embarrassed. Yes, girl, figure whatever you need to figure out with this dude and how you guys are going to co-parent and what's the best way for you to raise your daughter together. But y'all don't got to live together, y'all ain't got to work together. Y'all can work together to get that back and get that money, to make sure your daughter have a better future. But I don't know who's paying for the house that they living in. I know Zonnique, she does a lot of product placements, and she's an influencer and things of that nature, and maybe she gets some residuals from her music, and she creates content as well. So it is what it is. But girl, don't waste your good beautiful years while you up there shaking and dancing and everything is going TikTok, for your body, and everything is good. You still happy, you still got hope, you ain't bitter, girl. So if this ain't gonna work out and you find a better way to schedule and do things, you need to move on and be happy and find somebody else. Because child, he's basically saying, y'all say y'all best friends or y'all like each other. He ain't really liking you like that. He's just there for the child, doing what he need to do for a father, and whatever benefits he get from being with you. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be as popular as he is if it wasn't for you guys having Hunter together. But in any event, girl, move on and have a good life, because he's out here hanging with Chrisean. And please don't respond, don't say nothing about the Chrisean, him hanging with her and anything of that nature. Chrisean has been connected to Lil Baby from Blueface. She's been connected to Offset from Blueface, and it is what it is out here in these streets. Now she is connected to another baby daddy, and it is Zonnique's baby daddy. So child, y'all tell me what y'all think about this whole situation. Zonnique, don't waste your good years on this man because he is not into you like that. And that's what he said. So, therefore, if you're hoping and if you're waiting and thinking that he's going to switch up, he's going to see how loyal you are, he's going to see how good you are, he's going to see how good of a mother you are, good of a person you are, and things of that nature, where he's going to want to marry you, he's going to want to be with you, child, no, because he's going to be out there doing him, and then he come back home to you, and since you guys are playing house, you going to think that, he can go in there without any protection, child. And then on top of that, you're gonna get angry, you're gonna get bitter, and then you're gonna wonder why, oh, I could do it all by myself, I don't want to be in no relationship. But if you stay too long with a person, that's how you become bitter. So before you get bitter, and before, like, you lose hope in life, you lose hope and relationship and happiness and joy, you may have the happiness and joy having him around and having him there, you can monitor the things, and also having a father in the house is beautiful, it's wonderful, but at the same time, it's also blocking your blessing. And once you guys figure out a correct way to co-parent without, being together, as far as he's running the streets and you staying in the house, and he's out here in public, with another chick, and you just at home, okay, you're too young to be playing this dumb. And it is very commendable that this young man wants to be a part of his child life, and he's very happy that Zonnique has opened the door as far as letting him be there, letting him be around his daughter anytime he wants, and he has the access. And that's what he said that he is grateful for, because he said he don't want no man around her kid, and he definitely did say that he didn't want her to be in a relationship with anybody that he would be stalking, he would be watching, he would be doing all that other stuff. So therefore, she's wasting her good years because he wants to have her there at home, and he could be out there doing what he doing. Then once he embarrass her, they both get online and say, we single, we're not together. And Zonnique is bending over backwards for her daughter. She's bending over backwards because she don't want people to say, I told you so. Girl, it is what it is. We all make mistakes, but doesn't mean like you got to continue with this mistake because you think that it's the right thing to do. There's a better way to co-parent where you don't have to live together, and where you guys can separately build relationship and intimate relationships with other people, you know what I mean? Because ain't nobody gonna want to be dating, really take anybody serious if they living with their baby daddy, or they with their baby daddy like 8 hours out the day. You know what I mean? That's too much, girl. Zonnique, you don't have to follow in your father and your mother's footstep. I know you love your mother. I know you love your father or your stepfather, things of that nature. But they had an open relationship, and you saw the torment that they went through and the things that they went through and how bad it was. We had T.I. on the red table talk, and basically T.I. was so happy that he was able to have that open relationship. But then when things started to change, he, started to rebel, and it got really ugly out here in these streets, especially with the Floyd Mayweather mixed into the whole situation. And you should learn from your mother and your father's mistake. Doesn't mean that you have to basically do the same thing that they were doing. And the different thing is, T.I. shows Tiny love publicly. He does, whatever he does, but he makes sure he shows her love, and he respects her, and she understands what's really going on. And it seems like you don't understand what's really going on because, you out here saying that you're part of the LGBTQIA community because people was clowning you and everything and things of that nature. Basically wanted to make it seem like that you're not soft, and you're not like, and your mind is in the sky, or you got bubble gum for brains and things of that nature. You came out saying, I ain't even like that. So I don't even know, Zonnique. Just, be happy.